and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Freedom!
Honor your oath!
Know your oath. They gotta know it to honor it.
They have no clue, dude. I don't think they have the same. They're just robots.
Something happened.
How are you? I'm better now, man. I'm not freezing my butt off.
Is it cold in there for AC?
Yeah, dude, they freeze you on purpose, man. It's terrible. So you can't sleep.
How many hours were you in there? It's over 9, right?
Yeah, so it's like 14 hours.
Yeah. Sorry that happened, man.
They'll be more sorry in the end.
Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speak their mind.
This is one of the gulag guards that covers for the others.
So much resistance from behind. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a feel they for the heat.
He won't look. He knows I'm recording.
People in the street singing songs and carrying signs. Mostly say hooray for our side. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Oh, watermark.
Into your life it will creep. It starts when you're always.
Oh, they have a mask on so, you know, help prevent their picture being put everywhere.
And take you away. We better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Show everyone I'm okay here.
What's that sound?
Alrighty. We are all good. No bruises, no marks. They were very nice to me, other than the injustice in front. There was no abuse inside, other than them keeping it at 55 degrees. I think that's a major problem. That needs to be fixed. We should not be freezing human beings inside there. I got my tripod a little more broken than it was. Gotta strap it all together. The leg pops out. Senator's son. No, it ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no gulag guard. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no senator's son. It ain't me. It ain't me. Say hi, Sherry.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for your support. We love you.
Sherry came and saved me from the jail today. She broke me out.
And filmed the end of what happened last night.
Yes. Sherry was the one filming me being put away.
Yeah.
Me being revoked of my rights.
None of your viewers could miss that. That
No.
was essential. After everything that happened, for sure.
And you did a good job. I watched it.
Thank you. Thank you. Did you see the part where the dog got wrapped around the camera and me and then went after the police dog? The camera's all shaking.
This is a number 2.
That's what I told him.
I had a pen.
You nothing? I'm using it.
I'm using my phone. I need.
You bet I had a 649.
I left my battery pack at a store. I already called me to have it.
Unless you turn the music speaker up a couple, 3 notches.
Cherry love.
We'll check this out.
Thank you, Summer.
Thank you. I love you.
Thank you, everybody.
I got it. I told
Thank you, Tracy. I love you guys too. We couldn't do this without your voice. I'm telling you, we couldn't do it.
So I called and they had they were about to go down the house.
My voice is out.
That's right, teamwork.
Taking everything.
Talking to her today.
He is a patriot. We're blessed to be by his side.
Politicians smile when they burn.
She's taller. She's on her podcast. She's taller from my phone right now. She's probably getting it.
So burnt right now, man.
I know, but this is recording.
Okay.
Trying to fight with fear and hate. They keep us in our homes. Well, they can't win.
I love you guys too.
Welcome to our head. No rats, no tribes, and they lock me in the city.
We do. Gotta get
To my boys, I left behind that January.
We will bow down in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you, John.
You may never get to see. And through the years and all
If they don't bow down, they will be struck down in the wrath of God.
so I
We'll take care. You're welcome, Carol. It was my honor. Thank you, Connie. Oh, yeah.
Then I sit down trying to write to my son.
When I grow up, I want to be just like you. It's such a blessing to see you in action. I hope to meet you someday. Oh, sunshine. Likewise. Likewise.
Will they ever understand that I stood for them?
Yeah, some lady called me out.
Trying to right the wrongs that evil put us in.
that on
I sent her text.
oh, that's right.
To my
Like,
boys,
I have to
left
let you
behind that January day.
Oh, I
I
gave it
stood
back to
for
them.
thousands, I stood
When I was
for
on the phone with
words you may
911.
never get to see. And through the years and all the tears, we may never be the same. So I pray. Pray that you choose to see through all the lies that you're told. They can take time, but they can't take your mind or your soul. They want you to hate, but it's never too late to choose love. So choose
Hello,
love,
Annette.
choose love, choose love, choose
Happy
love.
freedom.
There's a formula of lies and mistrust.
Absolutely, we take no Jesus. It's the power, it is the armor of God over us. I've been saying it from the start. It's the armor of God that keeps us safe. And only through praising Him can we get more.
Strip them of the power, give it back to you. If you stand with the truth, they'll put you in a cage. If you talk about freedom, they'll remind you you're a slave. So to my boys, I left behind that January day. I stood for thoughts, I stood for
that took a sting. Is there anyone left to make a stand?
All right. Welcome everyone. We're gonna do a quick update. Nicole's gonna give us an update, kind of on some legal type stuff. So I'll turn it over to her.
Okay, so it's Randy's birthday, you guys, and so he's not here. He's in Maine celebrating with his mother. Randy! So we really miss him, yeah, for sure. And I'm not singing happy birthday over a microphone. I'm just not. You're not getting me to do it. That's not happening. So we do wish him happy birthday and safe travels and all that. We miss him because he's the one who kind of keeps all this together for us, you know. So here we are.
Happy birthday, Randy.
Yeah, for sure. We love you. And okay, so Ned Lang, his son is Jake Lang. They've set up a legal defense fund. And so we're just going to put it out there. This will be distributed to anyone who's in need of a lawyer. As we know, we've kind of had a runaround with a lot of the public defenders. Not all, but it's been a tough go, and there's not a lot of people out there fighting for us. So you can donate if you want to donate for legal reasons or whatever. j6legal.org. And it was created by Jake Lang. You know, so let's try to help any way we can that way. That's a for sure way that we know that hopefully everybody's rights are going to be protected and fought for. At least we pray for that. So that is that. And so anyway, an update on Officer Hauser here inside. As we know, he assaulted one of our live streamers last night, Josh.
Josh, we did.
Yeah, we have video. Come on, Josh.
Oh, give Riley an update, a quick update.
Yeah.
He's really at home. He got his shoes on.
He left the jail that way.
You guys want to hear what happened?
Yes, we do.
For those that haven't seen it.
And tell them where they can see it.
Assume nobody knows anything to start.
Yeah, I made a post that's really easy to view on Republic Road Reel. My moderator John, it's under his name. You guys can view that. It's like a 3-minute video that lays it out very well. I want to thank John for that. And here's my description of what happened. Most nights, probably 3 or 4 nights of the week, I'll go to interview guards as they enter and leave the prison about occurrences that have happened here. And I make sure to stay out of their way, give them plenty of space to leave. If they choose not to answer my questions, that's their right. They get to keep moving down the road. And yesterday, in the video, you see me purposefully moving off to the right on the other side of the barrier where people can exit from. And Hauser decides to move around the barrier the long way and assault me and steal my phone. And I got my phone back from him, and apparently taking your property back from an officer who just stole it from you and revoked your rights is an assault on the scene, but when a prosecutor sees it, he drops it.
There you go. Way to go, Josh.
All charges were dropped.
Yeah.
I had to spend 14 hours in multiple cells that were around 50 to 60 degrees. And there's no way to sleep. You'd sleep like 5 minutes. You'd have to get up and do jumping jacks and stretch just to stay warm so you can sleep for another 5 to 15 minutes. And
they took your shoelaces.
Yeah, my shoelaces are gone. But I mean, I'm all still here. I haven't lost anything.
Is this the end of it, Josh?
The end of what?
Of the whole situation last night.
The end of this prison revoking everyone's rights, hopefully.
Into your situation, are you just going to let it fly?
Oh no, we're pursuing charges.
Yeah.
We're gonna get his first name here shortly.
Yeah.
And if anyone here knows Hauser's first name,
I don't.
There's a bunch of sleuths on the internet.
I bet you. We'll get Doogie. It's Dookie.
He's on Cowboy Logic. They got his first initial with his badge on their little
find
mobile
out.
phone.
Yeah, well, they did a
Okay.
beautiful job. Cowboy Logic did a beautiful job. They really did.
And one interesting thing to note, one of the white shirts approached me and Randy and other people and said, what is your guys' intentions after the assault? And they're like, what are your intentions? And I feel if I would have said, we're tired, we're going to go home, we'll take care of this later, I wouldn't have gone to jail. But because we chose to stand there and pursue charges against him, I was arrested.
Yeah, I saw that.
They walked around back, the guards and the 3 white shirts, not just one, 3 white shirts from 2 different districts.
White shirts are supervisors, by the way.
Yeah, when they put on the gloves, that's when you know they're serious.
I saw the gloves before they told me I was under arrest, and
I was like, oh, they're arresting him, they're arresting him.
I'm sorry, baby, but way to take one for the team.
But I would like to say, I made a comment to the police immediately. I said, so now am I going to get beaten? And they were like, no, no, no.
Yes, he did. Absolutely not, sir.
They were like, no, you'll be fine. And I was like, I don't know. Because I thought they were going to pull me right in here. And there was going to be a line of guards just waiting. But they took me to another facility.
Got with Josh.
I thought that was the end of it. I didn't think I was going to come back the same.
So apparently, what he's saying is prayer works.
Prayer works. Thank you guys for all your prayers.
Amen.
Sherry, you want to lead happy birthday to Randy?
Yeah. All right.
Happy birthday, Randy.
It's for you, Randy. Everybody join in.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Randy. Happy birthday to you. We all love you.
We love you, Randy. We miss you.
Oh, and we miss you. Get back here.
Okay, so the update on Hauser, now that we know that he is an assaulting officer of this facility here, he delivered books to the guys inside today.
Did he?
Yeah. And so,
Friends and influence people?
well, all the guys, they started booing him, and they let him know that all the charges were dropped. So he knows, and they say he walked out beat-faced, as he should. He should have walked in shame last night to jail.
Instead of all those fist bumps in there after Josh.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they've taken Josh off, and I'm sitting out of the car just, you know, waiting for actually Sherry to come back because she had followed down to, you know, film everything. And Hauser's just standing there at the front door, and other guards are going in and they're fist bumping him. And I'm just like, that is you know, that's
Culture of corruption.
that is not okay. Yeah, it is a culture of corruption. You're exactly right, because you know what happened after the assault last night. We were in a complete police state.
Yes,
They had 2 different squadrons,
14 cars.
14 cars. So you can imagine all of the cops that are involved in that. A paddy wagon,
3 white shirts.
and you know, I mean, we were just sitting on a wall waiting for it all, you know, so we could talk to somebody to press charges over an obvious assault. You know, and you know what was sad, I thought, is that people watching on the live stream were calling me saying, you know, you need to get out of there because they're going to come up with a reason to arrest y'all. Y'all need to leave because they're going to come up with a reason to arrest y'all. And what happened? Josh got arrested because they wanted us to leave and they wanted us to shut up. And that's exactly every time we turn around here in D.C. that people want us to sit down, they want us to shut up, they want us to go away. You know, and I'm over it.
Amen.
Way to go, Nicole. Good job, Nicole.
Amen.
Well, my guy's in there.
We ain't going nowhere.
And sorry, I didn't mean to get emotional, but you know, it's really hard sometimes being this close to him and not being able to see him or anything, and just hopes that he gets a glimpse of me. And I know I'm not going to get a glimpse of him. The best I get is a flickering light. But that's all right, because I'm going to get to see him. This too shall pass. You know, the truth shall out.
Amen.
And, you know, we got to keep standing up here every day because they're wanting us to be quiet. They're wanting us to go away. And because of you guys with the live stream and people watching out there, the real truth is finally getting out. And, you know, because that's all we can do. We have to come here every day. We have to speak our truth. These guys inside don't have a voice. and hopefully one of them will call so they can talk to us. But my guy was supposed to call, but it doesn't look like it so far. So if anybody has any other updates or anything, I'm done right now.
Questions from the chat, maybe?
Do we have questions?
Questions, anyone? Chats? Questions?
Oh, I heard his name is Paul Hauser.
Okay, let's.
All right.
Paul Hauser.
Possibly Paul.
Possibly Paul.
Cowboy,
I mean, let's not go with, I mean, let's verify it.
on that Cowboy Logic video, they do have like his
They
name,
do.
and
Cowboy
then they have-
Logic, if anyone hasn't seen it, they
Have
did a really
address,
great video. Shows the entire thing, beginning to end. They do a close-up on his name tag.
They put an address
So-
where you can complain to.
Oh, yeah, okay. They put an address where you can complain. I don't know the address, so I'm completely ill-informed right now.
It's on the video. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, it's on the video.
For the ones that don't know who you are, can you just tell them who you are real quick?
Oh, my name's Nicole Reppett. My husband is Guy Reppett. He's been here. He's been detained for over 600 days. He was the first trial. He's already been convicted. We are going to appeals, and he's been sentenced. So just waiting for them to get him out of here so we can see each other. But they have yet to move him, so maybe they'll want me to go away, and they'll move him to a nicer facility.
Y'all can go to hell, and I'm going back
Yeah,
to
for
Texas.
sure. They can all go to hell, and y'all need to send God to Texas. So that's what we're praying for, and we know it's going to happen soon. It's just been a long time coming, and it's a long time coming for these guys inside and their families.
All right. Thank you, Nicole.
Yep.
Anyone else? Questions? Any more statements, Josh? Justin, what you doing next?
Back to the music, I guess. There's no questions.
There you go.
Gary.
What was his sentence? He hasn't been sentenced yet, but he's been in here for 600.
Oh, he has been sentenced.
He was the first day since trial.
Yeah, Guy was sentenced August 1st. They tried to attach the terroristic enhancement charge to him. Even though Guy did not go in, he did not assault, and he did not damage any property. But he was sentenced to 7.5 years.
How many total sentences so far?
I would say, well, from a trial, I think there's only been 3, is what.
And there's a lot happening right now.
Oh yeah, there's tons happening right now. There's a big deal going on with the Oath Keepers. This is something I think everybody needs to pay attention to, because these guys are, they are potentially going to be convicted of seditious conspiracy. So, if that happens, which it just can't, because none of that took place, they're going to have to prove this. Well, that's going to have repercussions for all the 1/6ers after that. So everyone needs to pay attention about what they're allowing in as evidence, and really keep up with it, because it's going to have lasting effects, not just on 1/6ers, but potentially any people trying to gather to go to protest. So, you really have to think about the consequences of how that can be down the road. It will set a precedent of some sort, especially under this regime, because they're going to use any tactic available to keep us all down. There is some good news. There were some people that were, the 1512C charge was dropped off them today. They weren't convicted of it.
What is that charge?
That is the obstruction of an official proceeding. It's the one that holds the most weight for these guys out here, in there, and across the country, actually.
That's the charge that they use to sweep up everybody basically standing around the Capitol. Right?
Oh, yeah. So basically the obstruction charge, Judge Nichols in the Garrett Miller case had ruled that they were not going to charge Garrett with that because of his interpretation of the law. Other judges are saying that he's reading the law incorrectly. That is now going to appeals. I believe appeals is in October for that. If the appeals court upholds Judge Nichols' judgment on dropping the 1512C charge for the reasons that he gave in his reasoning, then that will help so many of the other 1/6ers charged with that. Guy was charged with that. That is the one that held the most time for him, and he didn't even go inside. So it could really help a lot. And some people were not convicted of that charge today, and we're really happy for them, and we hope that that continues. So there are little small wins that are happening all over the place. It doesn't seem like it because we're getting beat down all the time. Everywhere we turn, feels like, but I know in my heart there's a lot of support out there. These guys can feel it inside. I know my family personally has felt it through prayer and just support. And
People want to show support. What's going on tomorrow?
tomorrow we are going to be at the Capitol stairs. Mickey, myself, Sarah Maccabee, and we are going to have a call to action press conference, basically to really ask our representatives to listen and have an independent investigation into, the human rights violations that are happening here in the DC jail. Just because these guys are 1-6ers and people have an opinion about whatever it may be. Your opinion can be your opinion, but what's happening is wrong. It doesn't matter what side of the spectrum that you should fall on. This is injustice. No human should be put through what these guys have been put through. And I'm really quite tired of them being put out there as an example to sit down and shut up. I'm over it. And so we're going to be meeting out there. We're going to be talking to press and letting them know that there's a lot of support for the investigation into this jail. And so me and Mickey and Sarah are going to be out there just telling our truth, telling our story, trying to have a voice for these guys inside, and pray that the representatives, please call your state representatives and ask them to please be present for their minds to be open to looking into it. And this is my guy.
All right, thank you, Nicole. We're going to listen to a little music, guys, and then we'll start taking phone calls from the president's side.
Guys.
All right, we're gonna get Guy on the phone in just a second.
I'll make a post.
All right, guys, so this is Guy arrested. This is Nicole Sutherland.
To register this number as a private number. To accept charges and consent to this recorded call, press 1. To refuse charges, press thank you for using service. You may start the conversation now.
Tell him he's live.
Hey baby.
Baby,
Okay. You're live.
I'm live?
Live to the whole world. Yes.
What am I?
I'm live or I'm alive?
Well, I hope both. You are one. Are you the other?
Yeah, I don't know. You tell me. I'm in here.
All right. So, how's prison?
It's definitely interesting. It's nothing at all. It's definitely interesting. It's not fun. I'll trade you.
Okay.
We love you, Patriot.
No, we love you. We love all the supporters. You guys are awesome. We adore you. You guys are the warriors out there. You're the foot soldiers. We spent the day causing a whole lot of havoc.
Amen.
So, and everybody's fighting on, and we certainly appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay, they want a story. I don't know. I don't know that his stories can be told on live TV.
TV, so we're good.
Yeah, I think I'm proving that in court. If you just read the transcripts, once you read the transcripts, no, it's probably not always child-friendly.
Yeah.
Did you hear that some of the one of the 1-6ers, their 1512C charge, they weren't convicted of it today?
Yeah, McFadden, I read the article about that. Did they give it to McCoy?
Yeah, I believe they did.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But it is good. Some people got it dropped. McCoy will fight that appeals, I would hope.
Yeah. We're going to appeal, so.
Oh yeah, that is where we plan on making our big win in the appellate court. We're not scared of that. That's the best place to figure out how to try to weed out this draconian trial tax they seem to be trying to give the 1-6ers in violation of their Sixth Amendment right to trial.
Yeah. So I heard Hauser came in there.
Yeah, he ran out with a little bit of a hot red in the head. We tore him up pretty good.
Good. We hope some action comes from it. Do you know Hauser's first name?
No, I don't know his first name. I'll have to work on getting that.
Yeah, we sure like to have it.
See if it's Paul.
Yeah, see if it's Paul.
Yeah, I'll when we go offline, I'll talk to Nicole, and I have a pretty good idea how to get it.
Okay. So, what did y'all think about the president calling last night?
I think that was probably what we needed is an inspirational lift. It's rather rough whenever you listen to some of the guys in here that not everybody has a half full glass. They struggle with it. It's pretty hard. It's rough on everybody.
Good.
It was quite an uplifting time last night. I managed to get some of the audio, and it was really good to hear. Some of the guys that didn't get a chance to hear it were pretty happy to know that he's there. He's ready to fight on with the rest of us.
Cowboy Logic is gonna put it on their show.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
And then you'll
that'd be
get to
great.
see Chicken Head.
Oh, you'll get to see Chicken Head. You'll get to see Josh get assaulted and arrested, and the big bus they put up of putting him in a paddy wagon.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Josh wagon?
It was when I got in it.
This is what happens when you're not the left, and the left are out to get you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we have a
That
paddy
is
wagon out here waiting for us tonight too, just in case. Just in case.
Surprised. I'm not surprised.
I know.
But we're here to bring truth to power. We'll bring truth to power, and when they stop the truth, we'll bring more power. And we'll fight on.
We got
We'll
that.
fight on.
All right. Well, I love you. I'm going to
If
talk.
he wants to talk to you all, we got somebody else who can speak about something.
Okay.
But yes.
All right. I'm going to go talk to my guy.
Amen. We love you, Patriot.
So we have Carol coming up. Carol's one of our valued volunteers. Carol, correct? That's how Caroline. I don't know your last name, but you may not want everybody to know. But she does really impeccable legal work, and she's going to come share with us some stuff she's learned, and maybe read a letter or two to a certain mayor. 1 second.
Bowser?
No, nobody. They're talking to her private now. So it's just you and the live strangers.
Oh, okay.
You'll be able to hold this light for you.
Sure.
You can introduce yourself.
Yeah. Can we read it to the prisoners?
Well,
Yeah, I definitely, I don't mind doing it twice, but I would
that's
like
fine.
the
Yeah, okay,
prisoners
I got
to
you.
hear it.
We'll work that out.
Just tell us what you got.
Okay,
So-
so since the DC jail is run by under the Washington DC government, which is Mayor Bowser and everyone under her, having already sent Mayor Bowser a letter, turned out to be a pretty good darn thing to start with, because she would be the boss of all these people. So the letter to her, this is the second letter to her now. The first one was, I guess she's had about 5-6 days to respond, and then this one was a couple days ago. Dear Mayor Bowser and all involved departments and parties, there are many serious violations to federal standards of treatment for prisoners and the ABA criminal justice standards occurring in your DC jail. This letter is a request for immediate investigation and rectification of these serious matters, including but not limited to medical needs, poor food quality, assault by guards, veteran benefits withheld, mold in rooms, denial of visitation rights, and many more. Please bring immediate attention to these matters. This notice is particularly intended for those prisoners associated with the 1/6/21 occurrence. Due to the egregiousness of the level of violations occurring for many of them for over 500 days, some now over 600, please respond within 48 hours with acknowledgement of this request and a plan of rectification. And then to my name, Caroline Burke, and my email and so forth. Okay, so here's the big one though. She's just sort of their boss, but the big one is to the director who held up the sign last night for Mr. Faust. This is to him directly. To Mr. Thomas Faust, Director of Department of Corrections, Washington, blah, blah, blah. So, dear Mr. Faust, this is a notice of request for rectification of inmate conditions and rights. Dear Mr. Faust, congratulations on your reinstatement on January 22nd, 2022 as the Director of the Department of Corrections with the Bowser administration. It is encouraging to know that there is someone of your background, of having served 3 terms as an elective sheriff, he was in the Arlington County, Virginia, and having 35 years of executive management experience in the field of criminal justice and organizational leadership. My point was getting back to it. It's good to know that someone of his background is now heading this department.
In that light, I am writing you on behalf of the friends and families of the prisoners under your care associated with the 1/6/21 occurrence. As I have described in my recent second request to Mayor Bowser, and I had attached it, there are many serious conditions of treatment and housing and lack of rights and privileges occurring in your facility with those particular prisoners that are not in accordance with the department's goals and visions as you state on your website. Recent egregious occurrences have come to the forefront that have prompted this request for immediate investigation and rectification of these issues. Please particularly attend to the areas of respectful treatment, more nutritious food, access to law library, due process rights, and visitation rights. The fact that many of them have been denied these rights for over 500 to 600 days is arguably beyond defensible. As much as some may argue the quote-unquote general deterrence theory, is it truly appropriate and effective in this situation, as some of the prisoners never even entered the Capitol? Many would argue, as seen in the research offered on the Office of Justice Programs website, it's a journal numbered MCJ number 15030, called an overview of research in the field of general deterrence. So some may argue that its effectiveness has never been proven. In this situation, it has become cruel and unusual punishment, along with the continual use of forms of solitary confinement. The lack of visitation rights, in my opinion, is also another form of social solitary confinement that is cruel and unusual. Much to the contrary of radical thinking that promotes political agendas, these prisoners are not prisoners of war, but fellow American human beings who, by constitutional rights, qualify for all the rights afforded to all Americans to the full extent of the law. The discrimination against these prisoners of the standards for the treatment of prisoners is questionable in its motives at best, and should no longer be tolerated. We greatly appreciate your attention and rectification of these matters, and the families of the prisoners look forward to any communication and discussion you would consider if desired. Please contact, and all my contact, Caroline Burke, my contact. So, and then also in speaking with the Department of Corrections Media, Public Information Director, Dr. Brockman. Anyway, she is informed of the news conference tomorrow, and she said that she would be relaying all this information to the entire Department of Corrections department. So we'll see if they show up. So again, yeah, if they do, I just want to have a suggestion that, again, I did discuss with her that this was an attempt for communication and really in rectification resolve. We want to see change. We're not here, it's not a protest. This is a
Plead for help.
A real plea for change. And I think the more that we all can do it peacefully and as much professionally as possible, and considering tomorrow, then maybe we'll get more of a response. Because as soon as they start categorizing us in another direction, I think we kind of lose their attention. At this point, they definitely have our attention.
So Caroline, we're going to make sure we get a copy of that text, because we have some of us can message the guys inside, and a lot of times it's the only way they can get the information. So we'll make sure they get a copy of the body of that letter. Thank you so much.
Very good.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah, great job, Caroline.
Caroline puts a lot of time into this. She goes through every line, make sure that we don't sound stupid.
There's a lot of work. That was really good.
Yeah.
What time's the press?
Okay, so we're going to play a couple songs and we'll start taking phone calls.
Noon? Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Tomorrow at the Capitol Steps, so.
the only one here tonight? Shaking my head and thinking something ain't right. Is it just me? Am I losing my mind? Am I standing on the edge of the end of time? Am I the only one? Tell me I'm not. Who thinks they're taking all the good we got and turning it back? Hell, I'll be damned. I think I'm turning into my old man. Am I the only one willing to bleed or take a bullet for being free? Screaming, what the fuck in my TV for telling me, yeah, you're telling me that I'm the only one willing to fight for my love, the red and white and the blue, burning on the ground. Another statue coming down in a town near you, watching the threads of old glory come undone. Am I the only one not brainwashed, making my way through the land of the lost, who still gives a shit and worries about his kids as they try to undo all the things he did? Am I the only one who can't take no more screaming? If you don't like it, there's a fucking door. This ain't the freedom we've been fighting for. It was something more, yeah, it was something more. Am I the only one willing to fight for my love, all the red and white and the blue, burning on the ground? Another statue coming down in a town near you, watching the threads of old glory come undone. Not the only one. I can't be the only one. Am I the only one who quit singing along every time they play a Springsteen song? Am I the only one sitting here, still holding on, holding back my tears for the ones who paid with the lives they gave? God bless the USA. I'm not the only one willing to fight for my love, all the red and white and the blue, burning on the ground. Another statue coming down in a town near you, watching the threads of old glory come undone. I'm not the only one. I can't be the only one.
that you can just type in? Okay, yeah, that works too. Yeah, for sure. Thank you for noting that.
You must have needed it.
burn in your mind forever.
Of sin and darkness, whose love is mighty and so much stronger. The King of glory, the King above all kings, who shakes the whole with holy thunder and leaves us breathless in awe and wonder. The King of glory, the King above all kings. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love. That you would take my place. That you would bear my cross. You laid down your life. That I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Who brings our chaos back into order? Who makes the orphan a son and daughter? The King of glory.
Alright guys, we'll have a special call in real quick, and if we don't get to it before the guys call in, we'll have them call back in.
Okay, we have a call in from Sheriff Mack. He's gonna talk to the live streamers and the group that's out here, and he has some wisdom to impart on us. So, Sheriff Mack.
Introduce himself.
You're on, Sheriff Mack.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Great to be been abused by the prison system, by our justice system. I guess we can't call it the justice system anymore, can we?
No, we cannot.
Yeah. I do know that we have a scourge in this country of corruption and abuse from our own government. I have said for years, threat to our God-given constitutional American liberty is our own federal government, and we're seeing this more and more every day from the FBI and other federal agencies. Obviously, the federal government now under the Biden administration wants to double, triple, quadruple down and make sure that they increase the size of the American Gestapo, known as the IRS. Well, now we have this name from the FBI, and I will tell you right now, the FBI is one of the greatest criminal organizations in our country or in the world. They have not just flaunted the law, they have broken the law in going. And what I have said, in the 20 years that I was in law enforcement, I trained our deputies and I trained law enforcement all across the country right now to do one thing: never become worse a criminal than the people you are trying to go after. Never become a criminal to go. Coroners, we cannot ignore the Constitution. We cannot ignore the supreme law of the land. We respect and enforce the Bill of Rights, especially due process. And if any of these things are true, and I say if because I just can't believe that they would still be doing these horrible things to people who have been arrested for the January 6th trespassing. I cannot believe that they would be withholding food or beating these people and putting them in solitary confinement or even worse. And I will do anything and everything in my power to get all of that investigated to where the real criminals involved in this are prosecuted and held accountable for their crimes.
Thank you, Sheriff Mack.
So this cannot go on. I told Caroline, and I told this to Mickey also, and others that are there supporting you in this. I really want to come there if I can just get a chance, but we are so spread thin between all of these abuses that are going on in our country now. Trying to get a handle on election fraud, working with our sheriff to get them trained and active in stopping these things. I will tell you, I believe more than anything, more now than I ever have before, that the CSPOA, the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association, is the only peaceful and effective solution we have left. I pray that all of you will focus on that. Don't do anything that will create more violence. And I admire all of you. I am so proud of you. I'm proud to call you friends. I am proud that you've done nothing to create more violence in this country. We must keep our defense of liberty peaceful. I know it might not stay that way, but I'm asking everyone to keep your wits about you and to make sure that you're doing the right thing and follow the admonition in the New Testament, where it says, "We will be wise as serpents and harmless as doves." I believe that. That's part of our mission statement, is to do just that.
That's right.
And so, please continue the work you're doing, and please keep our standards as true American patriots, that we will keep this peaceful, and that we'll leave the violence to the FBI and to the other federal agencies and to the Biden administration.
God bless
We will
you,
not
Patriot!
participate.
Thank you, Sheriff Mack. We appreciate your call and your words of inspiration. So we'll keep in touch, and everybody says thank you. It was great to speak. Great to hear you speak.
God bless all of you. God bless you. Thanks for having me.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
All right, your music phone calls will be coming in from prisoners shortly.
Oh, Sheriff Mack. Law enforcement.
Where you want us? Back over there?
Yeah. Thank you, D-Bros.
I'm good. Okay, you're on.
All right. Good evening, DC Gulag. Welcome to the Jan 6 Family Hour. My name is John, a.k.a. DJ Jerome. I'll be your gallon of gasoline for the night. I may not be able to get you very far, but I am very, very valuable.
Amen.
Thank you, Joe Biden. I am broadcasting to you live from inside a gas can being thrown into a violent and heartless dumpster fire. The DC Gulag.
Love you, Patriots!
Woo, nah, boo. Last night was a night of pure electric energy in here. Thanks to Mama Mickey, we had a visit via call-in from the greatest American president in U.S. history. The magnificent orange man himself, President Donald J. Trump. Oh, yeah, baby.
That's right.
Old Trumpy Bear has not forgotten us.
No, he hasn't.
Thank you. Yes. Oh, and thank you so much, Mr. Trump. You were right. It's been wild. Probably a little too wild at this point. You also said we were gonna get tired of winning. Well, I'm not sure what you consider winning, Mr. President, but I'm tired of whatever this is. Please make it stop. We have a great show for you tonight. We will have at least one exciting Patriot appearance that will leave you feeling better than Joe Biden with a fresh diaper change. Then at 9 p.m. we will sing the Star-Spangled Banner with more love than Nancy Pelosi has for insider trading. But first, I want to thank you all for showing up, and for those of you watching online, you are the patriots that make America great. We love you very much.
Yes, we do.
Please share this live stream with every media contact and politician you can. I don't care if it's Brian Stelter's unemployment office or Liz Cheney's unemployment office. It really makes a difference. Thank you. Now, for my turn to let the most amazing woman know how we all feel about her. Mama Mickey, we love you. We stand with you, and we hope your passion and drive bring you peace. I hope you know that you have saved us already. I swear to God, I love you, Mama.
Thank you, John. I love you too. And it has brought me some peace. Thank you, baby.
I have an announcement for everyone out there. Mama Mickey will be holding a press conference tomorrow at noon on the east steps of the Capitol building. You can find some of the live streamers covering Mickey's press conference at wearegoodmen.com. That is wearegoodmen.com under the button for the nightly vigil. Okay, it's the same live streamers that should be there at the press conference.
God bless them
right.
all. Thank you, guys.
Yes, ma'am. And if you would like to support this movement, please visit 4ashley.com. That is the number 4, Ashley with an I.com. 4ashley.com. All right. I would be remiss if I did not mention at least a few of the courageous and intelligent patriots who have rallied to our cause. They have been indispensable by making us feel loved and supported and helping us spread the truth to the world about our situation. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Kara Castronova from CAP, Citizens Against Political Persecution. That is, you can find Kara Castronova at citizensapp.us. Then Dave Summerall, you can find him at stophate.com. Paula Calloway and Marie Goodwin, you can find them at patriotmailproject.com. Gary McBride and Ned Lang, you can find them at j6truth.org. Tim Rivers, you can find him on Telegram on the the American Gulag Chronicles, and J6 News. Those are channels on Telegram. Randy Island. Oh yeah, baby. You can find him at, he's from Americans for Justice, but you can find him at A4justice.org, A4justice.org. Tommy Tatum. Oh yeah, Tommy. We can find you at WashingtonAuditor.com. Victoria White, the sweet, sweet sister Victoria White. You can find her on Twitter, VIS4 Victorious. That is VIS4 Victorious on Twitter. And Getter, you can find her at VIS4V. VIS4V on Getter. And Victoria White on Facebook. She is an amazing woman that so many people support. And of course, I've got to shout out old orphan boy Justin. You have been an indispensable addition to the crew. I hear so much about you. Thank you so much for kicking so much ass on our behalf. And a special thank you to Jim Hoff, Tara Castronova, the indomitable Kelly Wild, and especially the Gateway Pundit readers for helping us Patriots raise $2 million directly into our Give and Go accounts so we can afford lawyers and take care of our families through this tough time. If you want to donate to one of us Patriots, please find our personal Give and Go links listed on any of our friendly sites I mentioned just a minute ago. StopHate.com and WeAreGoodMen.com are great places to start. All right, now I'm going to call you right back with James McGrew.
All right, looking forward to it. Thank you, John.
Yes, thank you. Yes, ma'am.
The caller has hung up.
Yeah, we need the Give and Go.
Bring this world free. Every beat is what we say. My life away. It'll be a cool day here. I pray my soul to say, if you hurt anyone I love, you better pray that I die before I wake. It'll be a cold day here.
It's not hard to do.
I pray my soul to say, if you hurt anyone I love,
There are landmines we'd all be dead.
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
We're ready.
Oh, all right. We've got James McGrew, the 40-year-old injured combat Marine. He fought in Fallujah and put his life on the line so Chicken Head Man can hold that fart noise inside. James Doo-Doo McGrew.
James.
You guys are too amazing. Y'all are too awesome. Thank you guys so much. So I just wanted to I want to say thank you to all the live streamers out there. You don't know how much you mean to us and the impact that you're having. And Josh, we love you, man. Thank you for everything you're doing. Please stay safe out there, all you guys. We don't need anybody getting hurt or anything like that. We care so much about you guys. Y'all are part of our family now. And we love y'all unconditionally.
Thank you. Josh has, he wants to respond. Here he is right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I never foresaw that happening at all. It was totally uncalled for, and it really showed me what they do inside. If he couldn't control himself outside in the public space, what does he do inside behind those walls?
Yeah, he's short-tempered. You can tell he has been involved in some conflicts before. He was involved in the Ryan Samsel conflict. He's the guy who Ryan Samsel asked for the toilet paper, and whenever, and that's basically all Samsel did was ask for toilet paper, and then he came back with two other gentlemen, and they literally beat Ryan Samsel's eyeball out of his head. And he was involved in that incident, and now he's involved in this incident. And he's just, I believe he was actually even given a raise or given a promotion after the Ryan Sansel incident.
That doesn't surprise me. He was also out here tonight. He's the one that called for backup the night Nicole and I got assaulted out here. Hey, do you know what?
Absolutely.
We see ambulances and stuff out here. Do you know if everybody's okay in there?
They have a really big. I know they have a really big drug problem in this facility. We usually get the word that it's been a fentanyl overdose normally, or it's either fentanyl overdose usually, or someone's been involved in a stabbing. That happens here quite regularly. I remember 1 month a while back, less than 6 months ago, they had 3 or 4 people go out with fentanyl overdoses.
Wow.
So it's a big problem here in this facility. I swear I feel for the guys in this facility over there, especially in the CDF facility and the other side of the jail. It's a totally different animal over there, and it's not a nice place to be. We've got it better than those guys over there, dude. That's for sure. And it's just not right. This whole facility is one big blunder after another, and it really needs to be shut down. I had a quick letter I wanted to read to you guys, a short part of this letter, and just to show you guys the type of impact you're having on the community and the people outside of here. I think it's very pertinent to share some of this stuff so people streaming can really know the type of impact that they're having on us in here.
We would
And
love that.
I got a letter. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say we would love that. That'd be very nice.
Yeah, so the last few letters I've got have been from people who have watched the live streams, and people who are just encouraging us from what they've heard on the live streams and wanting to know more about what's going on in this facility and what's happening to us, and sending their prayers and love. And here's just one letter I got from, I won't say their names, I'll keep those private. It says, James, hello from Kettle Falls, Washington State. I restreamed the videos from the nights Mickey and the Patriots are outside the DC jail. I wait to see your blinky lights and to hear you sing along. Both of us cry. And then it goes on and says some more personal stuff. I'll keep that to myself. And it just says, remember when Jesus was in prison wrongfully. And it says, God bless, stay strong. And it's just letters like this that just give us so much hope and encouragement. Getting our voices outside of this jail, outside of these walls. It just means so much to us that you guys help us get our voices to the world. And without you, our cause is lost. And y'all are truly the front line in the spear. So thank you guys so much. And I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all.
We love you.
We do love you. God bless you. Thank you.
Can't wait to meet you.
Yep.
We appreciate you letting us know that our people are reaching out to you, and they were also, whenever they're asked to call and follow through on things, they're amazing. So, just know that America and many other countries have you guys in their heart.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Anybody have any questions for James?
Anybody have any questions or anything they'd like to ask?
Any questions, you guys?
We're looking. Hold on, we're checking.
When's his next court date?
One of our live streamers wants to know when your next court date is.
October 14th.
October 14th. Is that, and what is that, a motion hearing, or what is that?
It's acceptance of plea hearing.
All right. Well, God bless you.
Yep.
I hope your deal's better than some.
Well, it gets me home the fastest I can get home to my family. And that's just basically what I'm going for.
Right. And so do you have a time frame? Have they given you probably just a window, right?
Yeah, it's just a window right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll pray for you. We all, we hope to God you get out soon. And like we say, we know that a lot of you guys in there are preparing to do good things when you come out. So I do believe you guys are going to be the leaders of this country when you come out, and I think you're going to hold office and do prison reform and raise strong patriot babies, and we look forward to having you out here on this side.
Absolutely, yeah. I have many conversations with some of the guys in here about prison reform and some of the things that we can bring, changes we can bring to our home states and to a national stage. And it's definitely one of the big causes that sit heavy on our hearts.
It's amazing. Thank you for that. And I'm sure that generations to come will thank you for that, because this is awful.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm going to get the phone back to John, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. We'll talk to you soon. God bless you.
Okay, God bless y'all. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm just going to have John Millis speak to you until the time runs out, because we had such a big night last night. Everybody went on. All right. So here I am. So, yeah, this is John. Yeah, last night we had one person that was going to be originally just going to address you guys, Peter Stager. But then when we found out that Trump was going to be, I mean, everybody wanted to go on at that point. So it kind of just ran the well dry a little bit. So does anybody have any questions? I just want to, I mean, if anything, I just love to thank you all. You guys, Nikki, I mean, you're just amazing. I can't, I'm so grateful that you're doing this, and it just really means a lot.
Thank you, John. Like I said before, it's like, all I did was come out here and stand on a corner, and it's been people joining me and bringing things and supporting me, enabling us all to be here and spend our days calling congressmen and going to court and, raising as much hell as we can raise around here.
Yes, ma'am. It's really changed the morale in here. I mean, as you noticed, we're still dealing with the same stuff and the same abuse, the same treatment. But knowing that you guys are out there, at least we're not worried that one of us is going to get killed. Like Ryan Samsel came very close to that. And he touched on that a little bit. It's just so crazy. Being in a dark hole and nobody being around. It's like you're hidden and nobody can see you. And right now, it's like you guys are watching. You're right there.
Well,
so it's like,
I hope so. I hope so. I hope it helps in some way. And we don't see Hauser out here tonight.
Yeah, everybody was kind of goofing on him earlier when he came into the pod. They were kind of cracking jokes on him. And so, from what I understand, Josh from Republic Road Reel, by the way, awesome guy. I hear it's an amazing live stream. Super funny. I hear that he has everybody laughing after the lives. After we sign off at night, he asks the staff of the jail if they know Lieutenant Lancaster is, and they don't like that very much.
They don't. He's right here. You want to say a couple words to him? And also,
sure.
Also want to let you know you'll be able to see all that on Cowboy Logic at some point, because they put it out today on Rumble. So here's Josh.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? My girlfriend watches you out of all of them most of the time. She tries to give everybody a little love, but she loves yours, and she says you keep it going afterwards, and you got her laughing every time. So I really appreciate that.
It's just simple questions I'll ask them. I'll get like at least 20 to 40 feet away and give them plenty of space to ignore me and walk by, and that didn't happen last night.
Yeah, you're allowed to. It's freedom of the press. You're allowed to do exactly what you're allowed to do. They don't have to answer if they don't want to.
No, and I don't chase them down either.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
He's standing there. He's standing outside giving something. He's like, here's Hauser. Give him space because he's known to be violent. Pop right in the camera.
After, before he even stepped into the building, I'm like, this guy's known to be a violent individual. So I step way back and he follows me and grabs my phone while twisting my arm. And then I wrestle the phone back out of his hand, and because I grabbed my property back, they consider that assault here in D.C. And I got assault on a police officer, but the prosecutor dropped all charges.
Yeah. Yeah, he said so. Everybody's kind of making fun. We were laughing at him when he came in earlier. We were kind of making fun of him, and I hollered over to my buddy across the pod just so he could hear it. Hey, I heard Josh. All the charges were dropped because they found out Hauser was lying. And and everything like that. And so guys are saying funny things, kind of like, kind of cracking jokes and stuff. And on his way out, he had the door, but right before he slams the door to the pond, he yells something really crazy. He yells something really crazy and yells like, "Say it to my face!" and then slams the door real fast. Yeah, like a little girl. It was weird. It was like, yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure soon that you won't even have to look at him with his face mask on anymore.
Yeah, it's so weird, man. It's so weird being in here and just like the mood toward us from certain individuals, from certain officers. And like we said before, if there's an officer that works our pod that becomes cool with us, they move them. They don't let them work here normally anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like it's hard because we can't really openly be cool with them, because if we are, and the lieutenants and the captains find out, and the majors find out that we like this CO and we get along with them, then they move them. They don't let us be around. They move brand new people in who don't know us, who've been told we're evil insurrectionists. I mean, look, Joe Biden got up on stage and called us the enemy of the people, all MAGA Republicans and all this stuff. I mean,
31 times. 31 times
Yeah.
in one speech. Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, you're calling out the country to attack half the country, and literally we are in the belly of the beast right now. Like no wonder a few days later, Lieutenant Lancaster comes in spraying and beating people. Like, no wonder. Like that was like to be expected when your president says go do it. They're going to do it, and we're the ones that take it, and we got to get it, But having Mama Mickey out there, Mama Mickey, I love you and I love your friends. I'm telling you, you guys are amazing.
Was that a reference on I love your friends? Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, everybody, it's kind of an inside joke in here right now. It's I love you and I love your friends. It's to you, Mickey. Yeah, we've all got that inside joke, and we'll let everybody wonder what that's about. But that's fun.
I love my friends too, John. I love my friends
Yes, come on. There's such a community and a network of activists and supporters and great Americans that have been building great things independently and have linked together and built this network. And it took one woman, one courageous and amazing woman, Mama Mickey, to come in and unite everyone behind her saying, I mean, it's beautiful, and if there's one person that can't get on board with that, well, then screw them. You know what I mean? Like, we love you, Mama Mickey. We love you, and we love your friends, and if they can't get along with your friends, they ain't with us. Fuck that person. Be honest with you. It really irritates me sometimes, but I'm sorry. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, John. We'll hear from you guys.
God bless you guys.
God bless you, too. We'll hear from you guys at 9. We'll be out here waiting.
Yes.
All right,
yes,
thank you,
ma'am.
John.
Absolutely.
We love you, Patriot!
We love you, Patriots. Night, John.
Don't get more beautiful.
I think I'm taking like 1,000 photos on
Now this bar life is starting to fade, and jail just ain't no fun. I ain't looking to cause no trouble, and I damn sure don't want none. You may not think too high of me, I still get my respect. You don't pay my bills, don't pay my rent, you don't write any of my checks. Some people say I'm just wasting time, and others say that I got next. You may think that I'm just plain white trash, but you ain't seen nothing yet. We don't take no shit.
We're gonna help each other.
We don't play no fool. We don't back down or run away. We don't play by any rule. We practice what we preach, and we mean just what we say. You don't like how I believe, you better come and take my life away. But that'll be a cold day in hell. I pray my soul to take. If you hurt anyone I love, you better pray that I die before I wake. Cause that'll be a cold day in hell. I pray my soul to take. If you hurt anyone I love, you better pray that I die before I wake. Yeah, man. I know y'all feeling this one. Come on. Alright, everybody now. Sing it with me. Let's go. We don't take no shit. We don't play no fool. We don't back down or run away. We don't play by any rule. We practice what we preach, and we mean just what we say. You don't like how I believe, you better come and take my life away. But that'll be a cold day in hell. I pray my soul and say, if you hurt anyone I love, you better pray that I die before I wake. But that'll be a cold day in hell. I pray my soul and say, if you hurt anyone I love, you better pray that I die before I wake.
I was born in the red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. I don't know what all that means to you. Yeah. But for me it's about family and liberty and our almighty creator and his son who is here as our only savior. Turn back to God. Turn back to God. Turn back to God. Turn back to God.
Soldiers die. Why you think them families cry? It wasn't for us to be brainwashed by politicians' lies. Because they work together while convincing us to pick a side. Our country is bound to fail when it loses its faith in God. And I was born, I was raised in the land of free. And I don't know about you, but it's what it means to me. It's about liberty, it's about family and God. Remember that when the fireworks go off in the sky.
I was born in the red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. I don't know what all that means to you. Yeah, but for me it's about family and liberty and our almighty creator and his son who is here as our only savior. Turn back to God. Our God is the light for him. Turn back to God. Our God is turn back to God. Turn back to God.
Better turn back to Christ. I wanna see you in the afterlife. I'm all about that family life. Get the fire cracking for family night. Hey, let's remember all the people that died for that red, white, and blue. I got that eagle inside, and he's flying high, sky's not the limit. Call a friend and put another chicken on the skillet. So grab your kids and hold them tight. Make sure that they know the light. We all gonna stand for the anthem when they show the stripes.
I was born in the red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. I don't know what all that means to you. Yeah, but for me it's about family and liberty and our almighty creator and his son who is here as our only savior. Turn back to God. Our God is the light for him on it. Yeah, turn back to God. Our God, turn back to God. Turn back to God. Our God is light for him on it. For him on fire. Our God is love. Our God is light for him on it. For him on fire. On the battlegrounds, they won't catch me inside. So with them patriots, they had 50 million.
lock us down, you know we popping out. 1776, boy, you know we rocking out. People judging people, this is crazy these days. They been shooting, they been rioting for hundreds of days. Patriots, we fed up, we know that we got set up. Who made that phone call that got that patriot wet up? Ashley Batter, yeah, you know we hold you in prayer. Ashley Batter, yeah, you know you're sauce in the air. Ashley Batter, yeah, you know you patriots there. Left your blood up on the battleground, like this is fair. Oh, at least we making history. Never forget what they did to me. Boy, you know I bounce back on them, won't even say names. They tryna ban me, yeah. I'll make a new page. Bringing the swamp America, that's why we love them. We the people got us back, you know we stand for something. I was at the Capitol witness, hate in their eyes. I stood on the battleground, they won't catch me inside. Don't you let them patriots, they have tears in their eyes. Tryna steal a heart, but then you know we outside. We're a patriots, right? They should never take off. Real Americans, right? Let's start a patriot party. Yeah, let's start a patriot party. Yeah, R.I.P. to anybody who lost their life in the Capitol, man, January 6th. On both sides, you know. I saw with my own eyes. My feet were out there. I was on the battleground. I was not in no Capitol, though. Never went up in the Capitol. I was just out there seeing it firsthand. I put a lot of time in for Trump. We put a lot of time in for Trump. Trump rallies, bull rallies, patriots stand up. Let's start a patriot party. Ashley Babbitt, R.I.P. you. God bless you, God bless your family, man. Make Trump president again, you know how we coming. Stand up.
Say her name. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Rest in peace.
American girls and American guys, we'll always stand up and salute. We'll always recognize when we see old glory flying. There's a lot of men there, so we can sleep in peace at night when we lay down our heads. My daddy served in the army, where he lost his right eye, but he flew a flag out in our yard. Till the day that he died, he wanted my mother, my brother, my sister and me to grow up and live happy in the land of the free. Now this nation that I love is falling under attack. A mighty sucker punch came flying in from somewhere in the back. Soon as we could see it clearly through our big black eye, man, we lit up your world like the 4th of July. Hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list, and the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist, and the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be here when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing a bell, and it'll feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you. Brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Justice will be served and the battle will rage. This big dog will fight when you rattle his cage. You'll be sorry that you messed with the U.S. of A. 'Cause we'll put a boot in your ass, it's the American way. Hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list, and the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist, and the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be hell when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell, and it'll feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you. Brought to you courtesy
Okay, Nicole's going to share our Give, Send, Go of the night with us now.
All right, you guys. Tonight we're going to highlight Kyle Young. He's going to be sentenced at the end of the month. He is a father of 4. His youngest was 15 months when he got put in here. And Andrea, she could really use a little extra help getting here to be here for her husband during sentencing. And, you know, so anyway, you can donate, you know, $5, $10. It really does go a long way. And it means a lot to them to be able to get the support from the American people. You know, it's a hard road when your husband's taken in and your main provider and 4 kids. That's a tough situation. I know, being a mom of 3, although my kids are older, it's rough. It's tough. And so if we can support Andrea, Kyle, and their family.
Good job.
The Give, Send, Go for Andrea and them is Free Kyle. Give, Send, Go, Free Kyle. So yeah, let's free all these boys, right?
Yes.
It is KYLE, Free Kyle. So like I said, I think all the boys need to be freed. They did. They stood up for us that day, and, you know, we're standing out here for them. And I know it means a lot to them, not just the ones inside here, the ones inside Northern Neck and around the country, and patriots at home that have been affected by this, that are arrested and facing the consequences of a corrupt DOJ. So, you know, there's a lot of good things happening, though, at the courthouse. The DOJ did file their argument back about the 1512C that's in the appellate court right now. So we soon should have an answer for that 1512C. And if that happens and the appellate court upholds Judge Nichols' decision, then that's a lot of good news for a lot of 1-6ers out there. So let's keep them in our prayers. Let's pray the judges really have an open heart and mind. And let's support our patriots, you guys. There's a lot of negativity out there against them, and we just got to keep fighting against it. All right? Love you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Mama told me when I was young, said, sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. I believe.
It's kind of common sense. Have you ever seen anything good?
Or take your time. Don't live too fast. Troubles will come, and they will pass. You'll find the warm arm, and you'll find love. And don't forget that there is a someone up above. And be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can?
like just yesterday, photographing a test.
And up and
Right on J6?
Yeah.
Okay, so just go close up like that. Ryan sickness. Well, then you go this way.
I know. Oh, that way. Okay.
Don't show the picture, just show the. Yeah.
if you
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw upon me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me.
More visitors leaving the facility.
I've roamed and rambled. I've followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond desert, and all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me.
I gave these motherfuckers a thumb back.
This land was made for you and me.
Oh, wow, it's not loaded.
Go to YouTube real quick. Can you go to YouTube real quick?
I put it on YouTube. I put it on.
No, can you go?
I can.
Yeah, let me show you something. Video my moderator. I sent it to you. Oh yeah. It's good.
For spacious
I'm gonna send Tommy that video, John.
waves of gray.
Started to do a story like this. This is how it started, and this is how it ends. You get assaulted, you get arrested.
Well, no, it goes how like it shows the officer saying, "Well, we've been told that you went inside. That's where the incident happened." And then it shows me. Then he shows me outside saying, "Here's a violent individual. I'm gonna step over here because he's known to be violent." You know, like he shows the lies and then he shows the truth. Shows the lies. But
How can be fired on the spot? You just lie there and fucking piece of trash.
police officers need to be looked into too.
They cover it up. It's a perfect example of big town mafia cop corruption. Yeah. Because they're too busy selling dope to all the prisoners in there. They can't let that secret get out. Can't tell them the guy for violating rights because I sell dope for him. You know? That kind of stuff. They know they tell the truth.
They all got something they're holding over each other's head.
Exactly.
more than self. There
the country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crowned thy good with
Okay, we are on.
Really?
We're ready.
Okay. All right. To lead us in prayer, we have Shane Jenkins.
Thank you, Shane.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Hey.
Hey. All right. We're going to pray. Lord, Heavenly Father, I just thank you for this beautiful family and friends that you've given me. And though it seems like I'm in a valley in my life right now, we all are going through something that I'm just thankful for the things that you have given. It's not the things that you've taken, but the things that you have given, Lord. And so I know in life, pruning may seem like a painful thing for all of us, God, but I know that in pruning, you are directing the growth in our lives, Lord, and where you want us to go. So we thank you for that today, God. I want to lift up all the families who have lost someone from either January the 6th or in suicide. I want to lift all those families up to you, Father God, and all the children that are missing their fathers and mothers. And Lord, we even had a stabbing next door tonight, so we want to lift that person up to you and just ask that you be there with them at the hospital, and that you would just direct the doctor's hands, God. So there's a lot that needs prayer and lifting up in this world, and we just need to just trust God's will in all those things, God. And so we thank you that you know the number of hairs on our head, God. We thank you that you called us your children. We thank you for sending your son to die for us, to pay the debt that we could never repay, Lord. Something that we could never earn. Even when we were your enemies, God, you still sent your son to die for us. And so we can never repay you for that. So we love you, and we lift your name up, and we magnify you, God, today on this day. We just love you. Again, we thank you for all of our supporters and all the people listening around the nation out there, God. And so we look forward to the hills from where our help comes from, to you, God. And so we just know that this will end one day, and we look forward to that day. We just ask you for endurance and for peace until that comes, God. And so we love you. It's in Jesus' name that we pray.
Amen.
3, 2, 1.
There's the stabbing victim coming out. And you see by the dawn's early light, so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous nights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. The rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? USA! 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 USA!
Thank you, guys.
All right. Hey, did you hear us chanting?
Everyone pray for that man. He's a stabbing victim.
Oh, yeah. I did it. Oh, God. The CO on duty is writing it in the book. Oh, no. No, I'm joking. All right. We love you guys. You please drive safe. Party it up. Have fun. Have fun. The more fun you have, the happier we are.
I don't want, I don't even want to bother with her. If it's even partly true, I don't even want to talk to her again.
Just ask.
No, I believe you. You
All right,
already
we're gonna
did.
do
You already
the,
have it on
roll
record.
call like we do every night, starting with those that died on January 6th. Ashley Babbitt, Roseanne Boylan, Kevin Greason, Benjamin Phillips, Officer Brian Sicknick, rest in peace. Zachary Alam, held for 592 days. Thomas Ballard, held for 400 days. Pauline Bauer, held for 483 days. Joe Biggs, held for 510 days. Jeremy Brown, held for 349 days. Alan Byerly, held for 446 days. Daniel Caldwell, held for 581 days. Jake Chansley, held for 614 days. William Cressman, held for 615 days. Meredith Cleveland, held for 614 days. Lonnie Kaufman, held for 615 days. Mason Corson, held for 287 days. Lucas Denny, held for 275 days. David Dempsey, held for 384 days. Charles Donahoe, held for 546 days. Derek Evans, held for 43 days. Scott Fairlamb, held for 600 days. Brandon Fellows, held for 600 days. Kyle Fitzsimon, held for 587 days. Mitchell Gardner, held for 446 days. Robert Gieswine, held for 604 days. James Grant, held for 335 days. Matthew Green, held for 511 days. Timothy Hale Cusinelli, held for 605 days. Donald Hazard, Kenneth Harrison, held for 553 days. Donald Hazard, held for 275 days. Albuquerque Head, held for 523 days. Shane Jenkins, held for 558 days. Douglas Jensen, held for 613 days. Justin Jersey, held for 50 days. Daryl Johnson, held for 460 days. Cash Kelly, held for 608 days. Josiah Kenyon, held for 301 days. Julian Cater, held for 548 days. Matthew Kroll, held for 204 days. Jacob Lang, held for 606 days. Nicholas Langard, held for 517 days. Cody Mattis, held for 342 days. Mark Mazza, held for 306 days. James Malt, held for 342 days. Ronald Maccabee, held for 393 days. James McGrew, held for 475 days. Sean McHugh, held for 475 days. Jeffrey McKillop, held for 548 days. Kelly Meggs, held for 573 days. Jonathan Mellis, held for 580 days. Garrett Miller, held for 602 days. Matthew Ryan Miller, held for 597 days. Jordan Mink, held for 603 days. Robert Morse, held for 421 days. Marshall Neef, held for 366 days. Ryan Nichols, held for 604 days. Ethan Nordain, held for 588 days. William Robert Norwood, held for 188 days. Joseph Padilla, held for 568 days. Robert Palmer, held for 556 days. Dominic Pizzola, held for 608 days. Mark Ponder, held for 50 days. Chris Claglin, held for 525 days. Barry Ramey, held for 146 days. William Reed, held for 531 days. Guy Reffitt, held for 607 days. Zach Rail, held for 358 days. Stuart Rhodes, held for 244 days. Howard Richardson, held for 288 days. Thomas Robertson, held for 609 days. Daniel Rodriguez, held for 532 days. Jeffrey Sable, held for 600 days. Ryan Samsel, held for 592 days. Ronald Sandlin, held for 594 days. Peter Schwartz, held for 587 days. Jeffrey Sills, held for 453 days. Barton Shively, held for 603 days. Peter Stager, held for 608 days. Andrew Take, held 418 days. Henry Tario, held for 190 days. Dustin Thompson, held 597 days. Jessica Watkins, held for 605 days. Jack Witten, held 615 days. Ricky Chris Weldon, held 157 days. Kyle Young, held 518 days. Christopher Georgia, Matthew Perna, Mark Ungst, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I worked for all my life, and I had to start again. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away.
I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, from New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died. Please stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA, 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 USA. I got extra credit.
That's right.
Well, thank you everyone for coming out. Hopefully, see everyone. And more down here. So thank you so much for coming out, and thank you live streamers for what you do. And hopefully we'll see everyone at the press conference tomorrow at noon on the steps of the Capitol. And then again tomorrow night, same time, same place, right down here.
I'll be a good boy. I'm going to my motel.
7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
My Motel
So
6.
thank you.
I'm asleep.
God bless America.
God bless you, Justin. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Audrey.
We'll be at both places.
But tomorrow's press conference, right?
Yep,
Alright, get some good
You
sleep.
can do it, Lily. You can do it.
I sent you the flyer.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna post a flyer on YouTube, guys, on my posts of the press release.
And this last song is dedicated to Hauser.
Oh boy, we gotta hear this one, I guess. Is it from Dr. Dre?
Don't come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Treat me so mean, but I mean it so
I ever did see.
I guess if you say so, I'll have to
Yeah.
Hit
the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Hit the come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. No more. Back no more. Don't you come back no more. Come back no more. Come back no more. I'm gonna give you a call, Dustin. If you guys want to subscribe to a fellow National Mall, so the Real-Time Media, he's just made a comment in the comment section. Definitely, let's not forget about Real-Time Media. How you doing?
Bye-bye.
Huh?
I have to go through somewhere.
Oh, yeah, no, I got a place. I'm not going over there. No, I'm gonna go get some sleep for the press conference. Press conference tomorrow at 12. Yeah. I'll send you the flyer. Yeah. Can you send her the flyer too for the press conference?
You like got initiated now.
Yeah, I guess.
You're ready for the big time. When it all shows up, you're going, oh, I did nothing. You should have seen me that day.
I froze my butt off in there though.
I'm so sorry.
The temperature was so inhumane. The treatment was good. The guards were nice. I showed them respect. They gave it back. And yeah, the temperature was ridiculous. And I got a lot of insulation on me, you know. I don't get cold easy. Okay, I'm gonna try and find some better signal here for everybody. Living in America.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Are you off?
I'm going to bed. I slept on concrete last night. I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm like laughing so hard. That is so funny. You're gonna come with me, right?
No, we're going train.
Yeah. Mr. Super Famous, you don't need me anymore. I'm teasing. What?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have so much more appreciation for a soft bed. Because even at home, I was sleeping on like a futon with a big thing in the center of it. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I gotta wake up early.
Thank you, Josh.
And we all had a rough night. All of us did, not just me.
Some sleep, right?
I'm sure.
I'm sorry we weren't there when you got out, but we had a.
That's fine. Sherry was there. I was happy. I didn't know. For all I knew, they weren't giving you guys any info on where I was, you know. But they did give me Sherry's number. They said the commander, I guess they felt so bad for stepping on my rights that they said it's unheard of. The cop who gave me Sherry's number said, we never do this for any inmate. But the commander told me to give you this number, so I'm going to give it to you. And it said Sherry and her number on there. And he let me make a phone call. He said, they never do this. He said, this is a special...
That's amazing.
So they felt...
Wait, I'm getting a t-shirt.
They felt so bad for what they did to me, they actually gave me Sherry's number.
Dude, I felt for sure.
Because you know it wasn't the white shirt's ultimate call, it was someone above them.
Bye, baby.
Who's above the white shirts, you know?
Thank you so much for coming over too, y'all.
That watch commander sweating right now. Oh yeah. Yeah, if there's a watch commander watching, I mean, are you, what do you think about the 3 white shirts that were here? They really, I don't know if they were following orders from the watch commander. Yeah. Maybe. Got like a whole person.
I remember. Did you get your stuff?
What the
Your shoelaces or whatever?
they're in my I went to the store and I already called the store. They have my bag.
Okay.
Have them. It's no, the store I stopped at. I left my bag and I left it in the street.
Training people only to consume. Infiltrate adults with the no step frame. Indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps and the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5, separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7, fabricate a problem made a lie. Step 8, put it on the news every night. Step 9, people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design. They can't stop us, 'cause we're ready to fight. Trying to brainwash us, but we won't let freedom die. Tomorrow's brainwashed. Everybody getting cleaned up right in the street. Tomorrow's brainwashed. Yes, family,
Morning, love.
East side of the Capitol.
East side.
Yeah, we're going to be in the triangle, but since we can't be in the triangle, we're going to be adjacent. We're going to be adjacent steps.
You got it.
Have to figure out something. We're not going to be in the triangle, so you can do whatever you want.
Oh, there you
We're
go.
gonna-
On the steps around the Capitol.
We're going to be on this. Oh, is
On
there
the steps,
rules?
Capitol, you can't have tripods.
Can we bring our speaker and our microphone, or do we have to do megaphone?
No, you can be either. We've had both out there. I just know you can't have a tripod. You can put one leg down, but you can't put.
But we can bring a speaker?
We've
Should we
had.
just go with the microphone? I mean, the megaphone? What should we do? Or what?
It's got a small speaker, but it's pretty powerful. And if anybody has megaphones, bring them.
We have a megaphone.
Yes, bring it.
So it's just steps
We're
on
going to be on
the
the
back.
east side tomorrow.
The east side. I'm not sure which side that is. Did you sleep tonight, Josh?
I am. Yeah, the steps of the Capitol will be so on the side.
What did Joy say?
I'll get better. Anything's gonna go. I could use
I have a little case. It used to hold a beefy cup, wrist beefy cup. It fits. I keep my hiker type cigarettes.
Palms from the court? Get up and walk.
So I have a pack cigarettes, but I keep my pipe and another thing, and then the rest of it, I put in a little film.
Thank
I'm running on like an hour.
You guys okay tonight?
5-minute intervals.
Thank you.
It's time to go home, John.
Find
a place to sleep. Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, how about you? I'm gonna go find a place too.
Give me a hug.
Whoever's listening, they would.
Go ahead. You never know.
Thank you.
Because I could be like shivering right now.
Dad.
No, it's not gonna be bad.
24 hours in it? For us and Josh. Even one guy was like, I should do something eventually.
Mickey, you just remember, with God all things are possible. We will defeat the devil.
That's right, baby. Coming like a freight train.
Amen, sister. Love them, love them.
Freedom Express train.
Good night, TV land. TV land. Go to sleep now.
Yes.
Or no. Watch what Josh does after this.
No. I'm going to bed.
Keep an eye on
We are
Josh.
going to actually end this stream shortly. Tonight's not the night.
Oh, dude, I made 2 more cards.
I don't. Huh? Oh, you did?
Yeah, I will see if you can put them on there.
Ooh.
That's the other one. Will that get you banned?
So are you guys still on the live streaming? I love it. Well, it's not that I'm like remember the morning meeting, the spread and the constitution. It's like
Go to sleep on that. And chew on that while you sleep. Thank you. I want to thank you guys so much. Sorry I haven't been too interactive today. Actually, in all honesty, Freedom Express Media was helping me quite often with my camera. I'm running on a total of an hour of sleep, but it was like 5-minute intervals. Have a good night. Drive safe. So, I'm going to have a big giant, like, let's see what time it is now. 9:30, 10:30. Yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep tonight. Thank you guys so much. And my phone battery is at 6% right now. That's another reason I'm gonna have to end this so early, because I don't have my battery pack at the moment. I'm borrowing Freedom Express Media's battery pack. So a big thank you to Freedom Express Media. Also, I'd like to remind everybody again, if they haven't already, please remember to hit the subscribe button, followed by the notification bell. Love you too! And then select all, and you'll be notified anytime there is any new content, because as we've seen multiple times and times again, the content comes. And you never know what's going to happen at what time of night. Oh no, I'm not smoking cigarettes, guys. I smoked 2 cigarettes today outside of the jail. Now I have this vape. Those were the first 2 cigarettes I had in a month, and I was because I had to go to another facility to get my property. The original facility I was brought to, I had to get my property, and that took like a couple hours. So I had a cigarette and a half. I gave the other half a cigarette to this inmate that was in there, who they let him go as well, and I mean, I'm pretty sure he was a halfway decent guy. I mean, and he came out and asked me for a cigarette. I said, "Here, take half of this. I don't even want it." I gave it to him, and last cigarette I had. It was nasty too. I'm gonna regret it tomorrow as well. In the morning, I'll be coughing. Yes, and also remember to join the Telegram channel that John runs. A big thank you to John. It's also nice talking to you on the phone today, John. Maybe we can also move our conversations to, what is it? Signal. We can move our conversations to Signal. No, Chicken Head's tags were unregistered tags. They weren't registered to anybody.
How's your phone doing?
Huh?
How's your phone?
Oh, it's at 6%.
6%?
Yeah, you want me to bring this back to you tomorrow? Or do you
not
need
that
it?
one. Let me see which one that one is. Because I just paid a lot of money for one of them. Yeah, you can use that one. For
Okay.
This cord goes to my...
You need the cord?
It goes to my charging pad.
Oh, okay.
So just make sure...
Corinne should, I think I'll have another one. Do you need it right now?
I've got other ones. I don't need it right now. Just make sure you bring it back.
No, I will. Oh. Here comes the police strolling through. Yeah, everyone keep a close view. Keep a close view on the Washington Post. This lady that was here may be writing some terrible stuff about us on the Washington Post.
But then she told Nikki she wasn't, so let's see what she does. Yeah, let's see.
Oh, 1%, guys. I'm going to have to end this now. Thank you so much. And please remember to hit the subscribe button followed by the notification bell and come back every night, guys. And also when the stream ends, and if you still wanted to donate, there's always in the description down below, there will be the PayPal, I forget what they call it, but it's the pay